You excited? Eating our popcorn. Oh my god, this is so loud. I don't care.
Soaring through the floor. Burying your bones as a name that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, slowing down. Now all that is real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for your mind. It's only this moment, all your life happened. Y'all feel the dream, can't you see it getting closer? Just surrender, cause you feel the feel like taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. You're sleeping inside, but you can't shake away. It's just a damn walking, thinking that your only option. You can't flip the switch and brighten up your darkest day. The sun is out and the color's black. Take a while to redefine. Be behind your narrow mind, never be the same. Come alive, come alive. Go and light your life that burns so bright, reaching on to the sky, and it's open wide, no electric lights. Oh, it's a fantasy in the morning, you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. No, you can't go back again to the world that you were living in, dreaming with your eyes wide open. So come alive. I'm terrible. Like when you start off as an actor, it really doesn't matter because you literally say yes to everything. Like, can you tricycle on a highway? Of course, done it all my life. You know. Can you jump out of a plane? I love jumping out of planes. Can you audition for a musical even though you've never sung before? 100%. And I did. I auditioned for the role of Gaston in the stage production of Beauty and the Beast. Never sung before, and I thought, that's all right. I've got 4 weeks before the audition. I'll go and get some lessons. How hard can it be? Turns out it's pretty hard. And I was terrible. After 4 weeks, it was shocking. It was terrible. So I just thought, I threw my arms up in the air one day, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to copy my teacher, right? I made him sing the song. I'm just going to copy him. And he was like, great, that's it, perfect. And I got the part. When I opened so I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large. But now that I've grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs from roughly the size of a bar. In a wrestling match, nobody fights like that. I hope you're not only Wolverine fans, it's going to be a long night. But I know when I say Wolverine, most people think of this. I'm sorry, how old is she? 5. Terrified. She's absolutely terrified. I'm so sorry.
I don't know the film.
It's okay.
Wolverine.
Thank you. Trust me. So, it's easy to think of the 9 movies or the 17 years, but I want to take you back about 20 years, 18 years, to 1999, X-Men 1. We were 5 weeks into shooting, and I was on the verge of being fired, really. I was, haven't told this story a lot for obvious reasons, but the head of the studio came up, I thought just to visit set. He pulled me aside for lunch and we sat down and I'm chatting with him and he was like, listen, we're really worried at the studio. We're not seeing on camera what we saw in the audition. It's like there's a lampshade over the light. And he said a lot of other stuff I don't remember, but the very next day the director pulled me aside, told me exactly the same thing, like including the lampshade over the light, the whole thing. And I was really angry. I was humiliated, really. I was about to get fired from my first big Hollywood. I mean, this was by far the biggest break of my career, by a mile. And I went home to Deb and I started complaining to her, you know, whinging. I can say whinging finally. No one else gets whinging. I was whinging. That's the collective pronoun for actors, a whinge of actors. That's what it is. I was whinging to Deb about this and that, and I'm never in the comics, all this stuff. Right? And she listened to me for about an hour. And finally, she just put her hand on my shoulder and she said, babe, you've got to trust yourself. You're worrying way too much about what everybody else is thinking. You've just got to go back, focus on the character, trust your instincts, you've got this. And she was right. Of course she was right. And to me, that is love. Right? Someone who believes in you even when you don't believe in yourself. And this whole show is dedicated to Deb and the kids, but right now I'd like to sing the song to which we had our first waltz at our wedding. When somebody loves you, it's no good unless she loves you. All the way. Come on. afraid to carry you. When you're broken on the ground, you will be found. Let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you reach up and you rise again. Lift your head and look around. You will be found. You will be found. Workshops over that time, you know, every time we had a new script or another song, we would get together, we'd read it, we'd sing the songs, and then we'd keep working on it over the years. And the final workshop was for all the studio heads. It was a big deal. That's where we found out if the movie was going to get made or not. And that final workshop was where the song "This Is Me" was sung for the first time. It was only sung then because it had been written 2 days before on a plane by Justin and Benj. Look, that's them on that plane. It's an all-night flight, right, going over from LA to New York. Look, that's Justin up there with the Casio keyboard, literally writing "This Is Me." That's Benj below writing the lyrics. And the song that day was sung by Kiala Settle, right? So Kiala had been involved with every workshop from the very beginning, and in my mind, she just had to be in the movie. It's never a given thing. If you're part of a workshop, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be in the movie. But I just knew she had to be in it because the director, Michael Gracie, he was the engine, he was the brains. That movie wouldn't have happened without him. But the heart of that movie was Kiala, and I'm guessing there's a bunch of people in this room today who actually have seen the YouTube clip of her singing this. It's been viewed by, I think, 42 million people so far, and if you haven't seen it, please watch it. Not now, it would be great. But what Kiala didn't know that day was that there were 3 very major actresses in Hollywood campaigning to play the part. But by the end of that song, there was not a dry eye in the room. And the head of the studio, Jim Giannopoulos, there was like 60 people watching. He just leapt up out of his chair. He ran across the stage. We're still mid-performance, right? Hugs Kiala and says, "You just booked your first major motion picture."
Aww.
And why do I say she had to be in it? Why was she the heart? Because for me, she epitomizes the word courage. I look up to Kiala in many, many ways. She literally walks the talk of being true to herself every single day of her life. And I cannot tell you how excited I am that along with my incredible company, to sing the song "This Is Me," would you please welcome Kiala.
Oh my God!
I've learned to be ashamed of all the skies.
Word from him when I'm back. Beneath the lash upon the rack. Yet he offers me my freedom. I feel my shame inside me like a knife.